Good day, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. I bring a greetings to you. Let's dive into it. I have a series of topic I want us to discuss and learn from together. And this is going to be mainly for people of Nigerian, this particular topic. Other people can benefit from it, or if you are a foreigner, you are thinking of coming to Nigeria for investment or looking for something to do in Nigeria in form of business, there is a lot of things you can benefit from this great nation of Nigeria. Okay, let's dive into it. What I want to discuss this time around, let's discuss the future of farming in Nigeria, the opportunity and the benefit this has generally to everybody around the world, for citizens of Nigeria, for hold, for the youth, for as many people of all ages, business person, individual, a career person, what you can benefit them from, and for the knowledge sake as well. You can listen and learn from this. It's going to be a lengthy one though, but it's going to be in series. Just follow me and learn from it. Okay, the introduction of what I'm about to say. Nigeria agricultural sectors, which employ over 70% of population of Nigeria and contribute 22% of GDP, is poised to transformative growth, climate change, population growth, and technological advancement, and reshaping farming globally. And Nigeria stands to benefit significantly by adopting innovative practice. Below is breakdown of the following trend, their potential, the benefit this can bring to anybody interested in going into farming in Nigeria, in the future, in time, any time. But I just want to show you the opportunity, the benefit this has at large, and I'm bringing this to you in order to shift your mind and start looking in that direction. Peradventure you have not been doing that before. And number one on my list is going to be the current challenges that is making a lot of people running away from this sector, and the driving change. What can bring the change, the challenges, and what can bring the change to you as a person considering this as a business or to venture into this low productivities. You want to agree with me, the potential has not been maximized enough. We have more than enough that can go around to everybody, to even to people in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, because God has blessed this nation with natural resources. And number one, I said current challenges, driving changes, and driving changes, low productivity on the list. Rely on rain fed agriculture, the nature, the rain. At this season we have of April, we are entering into rain. All farmers are getting ready to go into farm, start planting their crops, and ready to put something on the ground to germinate, for the nature and the natural resources of water, rain, to water it for them, and the less stress for them to be looking for water to water their crops. And these are the advantages this has. And another thing, outdated tools. People don't have tools in terms of challenge to cultivate. In this regard, we have not been doing mechanizing more than enough. Some are doing it, but it's not much in that regard. And limited access to quality seeds or fertilizer. You can only find a good seed to plant in few places in Nigeria. It's not common everywhere. People still rely on buying it from outside Nigeria to bring into the Nigeria to plant. These are the challenges. Post-harvest losses is one of it as well. During the harvest, people don't have the machine, the tools to do this accordingly, instead of hard labor. So a lot of people go through the manual way of doing it, very rigorous labor, and after even harvesting it, no enough of storage. So 40 to 50% of these proceeds they are harvesting is going into waste. Poor electricity for the for instance, people don't have a space to really store this store. So by the time they harvest, they sell some of the produce. The remaining one gets spoiled because of lack of storage. Another one is climate vulnerability. The climate change all around the world now, people can't really predict. Like this year now, 2025, some people are saying the rain started earlier, and some farmers have not predicted this. They're not ready for this. You understand? So erratic rainfall, desertification, and flooding threaten crop yield sometimes because we do not do it in a mechanized way. We don't have the tools to really do it. So flood affected some people. And the last on this list, in number 1, that I said current challenges and driving change. The last one is youth disengagement. The youth of Nigeria or Africa at large not seeing farming and as something lucrative. And yet, no matter how touch you are, no matter how big you are, no matter how irrespective of your status, you need to eat. And how does this food comes? It's through planting. But a lot of people have left this for the aged one that doesn't have even the strength to do this more. We need you to bring their contribution, to bring their knowledge, to let us do this at large. Aging farmer population average age 60 and youth unemployment 33%. We still have unemployment about 33%, and yet people are not going into farming. They see it as a work that is not for the youth, it's for the aged one. Let's proceed. Number 2. So number 2 on this list is the future of farming. Key trends. The future of farming, how we should do it better from henceforth, how we should start thinking. Government should come to heads of people. Some people should come together to do it in a better way too than the usual and the traditional way we have been doing it. Technology-driven agriculture. Okay, precision farming, drones, IoT sensors, and AI tools to monitor soil health, pests, and irrigation needs. How many people are testing the ground, the texture of where they want to put some of their crops? Some people because they don't know about it, because some people are not enlightened, because some people are not educated about it. Farming job is not for only non-educated people. And 2, example of what I said now, startup like farm crowding and Hello Tractor, Nigeria Urban for tractors, optimize resource use. And another one, blockchain for traceability. Blockchain for traceability. Transparent supply chains to attack global market, e.g. Nigerian cocoa export. We should do it more in a mechanized way with technology that is all over the world now. We should seek this opportunity to bring it into farming. It's not only for the scientists, it's not only for the computer science student, it's not only for the, you can bring it, introduce it in the farming business as well. Another one of it, vertical or urban farming. Hydroponic in cities like Lagos to reduce reliance or rural land. It's part of it. Lagos should not be for only real estate builders, will not be for only developers going into real estate. Look into farming business as well. Government should encourage people to do this. Government should encourage people to do it. I said in one of my videos, I said the NYSC service in Nigeria is a very good thing preparing the youth after graduation from higher institution before they go to the labor market. Government should look into how to put things in place. We can send them to technical schools. We can send them to farm. When we do it in a mechanized way with enough technology, people will find it more interesting. To see it is what the nation needs. Without putting anything on the ground, what are you expecting? No matter how touch you are, you need food. And it can be so useful for the economy of the nation. It can be so it can support our education. It can support our economy at large as a nation. Let's send them to learn something with their bare hands instead of finishing from NYSC and having nothing to do. Looking for job, carrying file up and down. Everybody turning into content creator like I'm doing now. But which type of content are you putting out there? You have to do something educative. People have to do something to support the nation, to the growth of our future. So these are the things. And another one on the B list, I said climate smart practices. Okay, drought resistant crops, fortified cassava, maize and rice, e.g. RITA, develop varieties. Yes, have you been to RITA in Ibadan? They have it all over the country, but the one in Ibadan I think is the largest in West Africa. And go and see how green farming we have done. You'll be impressed. And another one, agroforestry, integrating trees with crops to restore soil and sequestered carbons. Number C, renewable energy, solar power, irrigation, and cold storage to cut costs and emissions. These are the new things we can introduce into farming sector. We introduce it into farming section to make farming looks good. Look around the world. Go to China, you see how they have, go to America, all over the world, any developed nation, they take farming seriously. I know about the insecurity. I think government should do something to tackle that too, because I know some people are saying now they are interested in going into this, but the insecurity is not allowing them. There should be a way to manage this. And I said you can even start small. Enough of wasting our resources. Some people buy a land and leave it for decades, just fence and get it without using it for anything. We should start using it for something. Even your land inside the estate, crops does not smell. You can start planting something, create a little garden and put something on the ground, tomato, okra, vegetable, pepper like rodo. We should make use of what God has given us. And let's continue and see on the list, policy and investment shift. This go to the government initiative. National Agricultural Technology and Innovation Policy, NATIP, aims to boost mechanic and agro processing. You can check with them. In order to know how it works. And they can enlighten you more, support you to do this. Anchor Borrowers Program, provide loans to smallholders farmers via the CBN. I know some people will say they are not giving to everybody, they are selective. Government, please make it open to almost everybody. And I know people that benefited from the new initiative of green farming government, federal government is putting out there now. I have a family that benefited from it. I think it's going all around the world, around the country now, in order to support people, to support the economy, to support masses, to support not only everybody in general, all the citizens, because food is essential. We all need it. And another one I'll go into, let me mention this also, private sector growth. Agritech startup, over 82 agritech firms in Nigeria, e.g. Thrive Agri Relief. Another one, corporate partnership, next $200 million investment in local sourcing by 2025. All these are information you should go for. Information are how they are all over internet. It depends on the one you are digesting. And D on the list, I come to the youth this time. Youth and gender inclusion. Digital platform, apps like AgroMore. Train young farmers in modern technology. AgroMore, you can download it on your iPhone or Android. Another one, women empowerment program targeting female farmers. 55% of Nigerian agricultural labor forces. So government are doing the little they could. I know it's not circulating, but let's endure and let's look for all this information and go after them for our benefit, for the youth, for everybody at large, for the nation. We all need it. And number 3, benefit of modernizing Nigerian agriculture. The benefit in this now, I said it earlier on. Number 1 is economic growth for everybody. Under economic growth, what are the things we have? Job creation. Agritech and processing industry could create 17 million jobs by 2030, by World Bank supporting this. B on the list, export revenue. Expanding cash crops, cocoa, sesame, cashew to meet global demand. Not only in Nigeria, now you can sell it all over the world. People need it. And the last one on this one, reduce import. Cutting $10 billion annual food import bill via rice, wheat, and dairy self-sufficiency. You can see how it's going to affect the economy positively. Let's continue. It's going to affect us positively and everybody will benefit from it. So let me go to the next one, food security. And under this one, increased yields. Adopting hybrid seed and mechanization could triple productivity. A nation that is not doing anything, that is not producing, manufacturing, such nation will be poor. That is why people are lamenting poverty everywhere, suffering everywhere. Let's start looking inward also. Beside your house where you are staying, that free land there can be used for something, no matter how little. Even if it is your own family mouth, your immediate family. I'm not saying at large now, in a little form. Let's start doing something, please. So increase in yields. Another one, reduce waste. Cold chain and processing hubs, e.g. Stallion Group, rice mill, minimize post-harvest losses in terms of the storage I mentioned earlier on. Some people can take that as a business. You can decide that you want to provide storage all over across the nation, and people have to bring their proceed to store in your own place because they don't have capacity to store it. And another one of it, let me go, environmental sustainability. Carbon credit, agroforest project could generate revenue via carbon trading. Yeah, another one, biodiversity protection. Sustainable practices reduce deforestation. Nigeria loses 3.5% of forests yearly because we have not been doing it rightly. Government, please, you should put things in place that can work, ministry in place, and those ones that have been formed, that are in place, do the needful, do your work diligently. Then I go to the next one, which is social impact. The social impact all this is going to have in our own life, in our community at large, in our family life. Social impact. Yeah, the social impact. Number one of such, poverty reduction. People will stop lamenting food cost, food everything. We left everything to those ones that are farmers. Like I said, we can do it in a little way. Those days when we are growing up, our parents, our fathers, our mothers, which family you go to that doesn't have chicken they are rearing, some goats, some you'll find pawpaw tree, you'll find bitter leaf tree. These are the things that are healthy that we can even eat. But we neglected them now, we cut it off. All because everybody wants to build. After you build a house, won't you eat? Why are you not taking it as a priority? So the social impact is going to reduce poverty in the society. Okay. Linking smallholders to market lift rural incomes. 70% of Nigerians poor life in rural area lives in rural area. 70% of Nigerian poor live in rural area. And another one of it, youth engagement. Tech-driven farming appeals to digitally savvy youth, curbing urban migration. Japa. People are looking for better life. That is why they are japaing. If they can see something that will fetch them, that will make them live good in their own society, in their own nation, the japa will turn to tourists. They will only go out there to study, sightseeing, just to broaden their knowledge. Holidays for family and come back home because they have something meaningful. How many Americans? That's why you come across some of them. They don't even have international passport because they never find use for it. What of the Europeans? Because they are not running away from their nation. We can do the same. It's never too late. We can't do the same. It's never too late. It's never too late. It's never too late. We can. And number 4 on my list, roadmap for success. All this I've been saying, where is going to end us? Where is going to lead us? That is the roadmap. Prioritizing infrastructure. Expand rural roads, electricity, and storage facility. Because when there is enough food, when there is enough money in the circulation, government that can now focus on other things to do. Spend money on infrastructure, making us having a stable electricity, road networks. These are the things that make a nation great. And another one of it, boost R&D funding, Increase budget allocation to agriculture. Currently, 2% of national budget is only going to agriculture. It's too little. Let's go to the government. That is too small. Increase it. Encourage people to do more of farming. What is the numbers of NYSC students we are having every year? I think we are having the set 2 or 3 yearly in thousands. Utilize their empowerment, utilize their usefulness, utilize their knowledge in this. Let's channel the power to this. Let's do it in a better way and get better results and affect the economy. These are the way you can engage and carry the youth along with your reform, with the renewed hope we claim to have. We are not going against you. We are only encouraging and sharing and putting our own voice to hearing our own voice to say the little we could. Maybe you are not looking in this direction. I'm talking to the government now. And number C on this, strengthening partnership. Collaborate with global bodies, FOA, AFDB, and local cooperatives. These are the things that is going to invite and attract foreign bodies to our economy and nation at large. And the last one on this one is leverage diaspora networks. Tap into Nigerian diaspora for investment and knowledge transfer. We have a lot of Nigerians working abroad in a farmland. We have thousands of them. They left their own country and they went to abroad and they are working in a farm. Such people are knowledgeable enough because they learned it and they know it in a mechanized way, in a technological way. If we can do it better and get it better here, even though they refuse to come back, we can tap from their knowledge. At least they still have family here. They can impart their family with this knowledge, show them how to go about it. We can even go to YouTube. Internet is so viral now and it's so vast. It's not limited. It's open to everybody. We can learn in a better way. These are the things I said I should bring to you today. I want you to ponder on it. The government might see this video. Some of the people in power, you yourself, you are a government, your family, you can share with them. You can share with your brothers, you can share with your sister. People can learn from this. Information is power. Don't think you know too much. You don't know it all. Information is power. So let's see some case study about the whole thing I've said so far. A case study about this. A case study. I'll mention 1 or 2. And you can see what I'm saying, that is practical. It's not just theoretical. And it's what you can put in place and you can start doing. Out of the snail farming, out of the chicken rearing in small number, out of the goat rearing in small numbers. We can do all this. Don't feel too big to do a farming. So the case study now. Number 1 of case study I'm going to use. The number 1, I'm going to use the case study. Kebbi State Rice Revolution. The partnership. Lagos Kebbi Joint Rice Initiative. Do you know, or you've not heard, that Lagos is subsidizing the price of rice to people in all local government in Lagos? I know you are too big to benefit from because you don't need it. Yes, it's for the less privileged one, people that cannot really afford what you can afford. But if you think you want to benefit from it, to find out, you'll see. But it's possible for Lagos State because it partners with Kebbi State. They have that in a large form. They are into that in a large form. Not only Lagos State should partner with Kebbi. Other states can do that, or other states can do what Kebbi is doing. If this can go around the nation, we are going to relax and reduce the numbers of rice coming into the nation. I know it has reduced already, but we can reduce it more or not align it any longer. And look at how much government is going to save, that is going to be in the economy. And the result of the Lagos Kebbi partnership: increased rice production by 1 million metric tons annually, creating 50,000 jobs. Lagos Kebbi partnership. Now imagine Port Harcourt Oyo State partnership. in another thing, maybe it's not rice, in another farming area. Imagine Kaduna Osun partnership creating 20,000, 50,000, 10,000 jobs, and we are sending the youth for NYC to really do what? I'm not condemning it. I'm just saying we can do it better. We can't continue doing the same thing and expecting the same result. This should be part of the reform. This should be part of the renewed hope, not the way we have been doing it in decades. Let's do something quite different. You understand? Let's do the needful. Let's feel the impact of the reform. Let's feel the impact of the renewed hope. Thank you for watching today. My name remains Akinlabi Abiola, the CEO of bgangcompany, a serial entrepreneur. Peradventure, you must have come about all the things I'm doing online. This is part of what I do too. I'm a business consultant and I dish out information at will for people to benefit from and to make our nation great. And the future of farming in Nigeria hinges on embracing technology, sustainability, and inclusive policy. By 2030, we are projecting the sector could unlock $40 billion in revenue, eradicate hunger for 30 million people, and position Nigeria as African agro-industrial hub. Farmers, investors, and policymakers must collaborate to turn this opportunity into reality. You can be part of them. You can be one of them. Don't look down on yourself. You can start today. Peradventure, your mind has not been going into that. You can start. And if you look at the real estate industry lately, you can see more of farmland has been advertising even than the real estate of builders. You can be one of them. You need a farmland. You have a free land. You think we can engage for farming and the process will be shared. You can contact me. The contact address will show on the screen. Or you want to buy a farmland to project another 10 years before you can come to community, you can reach out to me as well. Our company do that. And we are encourage others to join hands together and let's do it together. Let's make Nigeria great again. We complain a lot about the government. We know them for ages. Are we expecting them to change overnight? But let's start doing something different in order to make our nation great, our family benefit from what you do today in the future. Cheers to better future. I see you again in another video. Bye for now.